suppose everything that we see and experience is influenced by the lenses through which we look. When we look for awesome, one will see awesome in everything. Recently, Beth and I were able to share an incredible experience as we traveled through the upper Midwest part of the United States.
Our camping adventure took us on the back roads through Arkansas, Missouri, Nebraska, Colorado, Wyoming, and ultimately to the Grand Tetons, Yellowstone National Park, Montana, through the Big Horn Mountains, Black Hills, South Dakota, to see Mount Rushmore, and then on to the Badlands before we worked our way back to Alabama. We really enjoyed sharing this adventure with two of our friends, Rick and Lynn Norton.
Yeah, there's been a lot of change in our lives over the past several years. Even recently, we've experienced some major life transitions. So we really weren't in need of a vacation as much as we were a sabbatical.
This trip was an opportunity for us to reconnect with each other, to deepen our relationship with our friends, and even make some new friends along the way. But it was an intentional goal of ours to deepen our connection with our Creator.
We set out on this trip to see the awesome imagination of God. The creative nature of God were the lenses through which we viewed everything. You know, the Apostle John records Jesus as saying that no one has seen the Father except for the one who is from God. Only He has seen the Father. So it was through the lenses of Jesus that we were able to encounter God in everything that we saw. In the beginning, God's crowning creative imagination was seen in Him just taking dust and creating from that His image bearers, creating us. And from that day forward, God sought to connect with His image bearers in a perfect relationship, one that would reflect His awesome nature. But time and time again, sin would break that bond. But God so loved the world that He was willing to give His Son so that we could be restored to Himself as His image bearers. Same way, God uses the imagery of the mountains and the valleys often in His Word, very similar to the ones that we were able to see to describe His power. The high mountains, the successes of life, but also the obstacles that can sometimes stand in our way.
We experienced awesome. On our hikes and our bike rides, we would often stop and shout out, "Ministry moment!" One of us, Joe, Lynn, Rick, or I would then share how a waterfall or single flower in the desert, looking up into the beautiful sky, a herd of bison or a colorful caterpillar or a bear cub would reflect something about the awesome creative character of God.
Yeah, I can honestly say that we met Jesus at the crossroads of life. In a time of chaos, or in our tiredness, with all the divisive messages that we are bombarded with daily, all the uncertainties, we really understand better what the psalmist says when he says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of His hands."